All right, we're live for a recap of the ACMs on the Before the Show, and Brad was finally able to watch the show. 3 days after the fact? Got it DVR'd, and you had some opinions on how the show went. Who was? Let's go with the ladies first.
Okay.
Biggest surprise in the ladies awards. What'd you think? Was there one, or did it go the way it was supposed to?
I thought the biggest surprise was a welcome surprise in that T Swizzle was sent the message
That if you don't do country music,
play pop music,
Yep.
go play pop music where they play pop music.
I asked you this yesterday. We'll come back to T Swizzle at the very end.
Okay.
Okay.
Other than that, just let me go back to that.
Sure.
Other than that, no, not really. I mean, I thought, Miranda is, she's still, I think her angle on country music with, kind of the hillbilly girl
Yep.
angle and,
Yep.
the gunpowder and lead angle and all that
Right.
kind of thing, and Mama's Broken Heart, all that. I think she's still riding that pretty good. So I was not surprised in that she picked up a couple nice awards there.
Was there a female performance that night that stood out to you?
I really enjoy Carrie Underwood.
Yes.
I just think she's an entertainer. There's some of what she does that is kind of processed, and I'm not so much into that, but she makes that fit she is that what you see is that total voice, and it's lights out.
Somehow she's made it work,
Yeah.
being not crossing the line into some pop stuff.
Yeah.
And some lifestyle things that don't necessarily jive with the
Right.
country.
Yeah.
She's made it work for herself,
Yep.
though, and
I
people
agree.
are
Yeah.
letting her roll.
Yeah, so I have a fair amount of respect for what she's doing. I mean, she's trying to work that thing both ways, kind of, and she's really making that thing work for her, I think, with her fan base. So I was
Yeah.
happy with that.
Okay, how about over on the guys' side? Was there a performance there that stood out?
Eric freaking Church.
He's
End of
good.
Story.
He's good.
I thought, well, and not only that, and I'm a huge Eric Church fan, but I think his performance of Like Jesus Does,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been playing it on the radio forever. I've been playing it forever and a day because I've been playing that before it was even released.
Yeah.
But that kind of acoustic
Mm-hmm.
display of that with the chick singing in the background.
Yep.
And I just thought that showcased just how talented he is.
Yes.
And that's the only way I can slice that up.
Yeah, and he's been putting in his dues for a long time, so
absolutely.
it's good to see.
The cool thing about that was I noticed a little dig, because when the award was handed out for Album of the Year, Miranda was up doing the presenting with was it John Fogerty of
Yes.
Okay, so she said that I can't believe I'm up here with John Fogerty,
Mm-hmm.
and Eric Church and Miranda have some history.
Okay.
And that he had some comments about Blake going kind of Hollywood, and he would never sell out like that, and that is what it is. He made those comments. Miranda was on Twitter just blasting him. Thanks a lot, Eric. I mean, after all, I let you open up for me and whatever. So she says, I can't believe I'm up here with John Fogerty. Eric Church goes up to get the award, looks at her and says, oh my God, I can't believe I'm up here with John Fogerty.
Yeah.
And then whatever. So
Surprise.
there was a little bit of, I don't know really how I want to read that, but my first vibe is that there's a little,
You got her.
yeah, it's like those two ain't going to be hooking up, I don't think. So, I mean.
Well, how about the big surprise of the night with Luke Bryan getting Entertainer of the Year?
Yeah, and I was totally blown away. There was some heavy competition in there.
Yeah.
And, but, he's kind of sold out to that, country girl shake it for me kind of, he gets, and like you said, you pointed this out, Entertainer of the Year is just that. Who's busting their ass out there.
Right.
On the road, and
He's got
the
his
fan base to do it, and he's got the following, and it's like good for him. I was like, I couldn't believe if they put that to a vote, which I think they did.
Yep.
That's like where we're, historically we've seen how that's went.
Right.
And So I don't know.
He's got his niche carved out for him,
Yeah.
and he's riding it.
And like the album of the year for Eric Church, heavy competition.
Yeah.
I mean, so that Entertainer of the Year award I was happy for him. Surprised. I don't know that I would have voted for him that way, but
Who would you have picked?
was Toby in there? I think Toby
Could have been. I know Jason Aldean was a part of it.
Jason
I don't
Aldean
remember
would have been
Taylor, but I mean, we're swiping right over
Jason
that one.
Aldean or Blake.
Blake had a big year.
Just because his
Blake's got the TV thing going on.
But his new album, comes out like a week before the ACMs.
Yeah.
And the voice is rolling now, and all that kind of thing. So I just thought, I don't know. I wouldn't. I'd have been okay with Blake. I'm okay with Luke Bryan. I'm really okay. I'm better okay that Taylor didn't get it.
Yeah. All right. Now we got to go back. I told you we were going to come back to something. You showed me a picture yesterday.
Yep.
Of you were you were shopping or something, and on the back of somebody's truck, they saw the big Waylon.
Yeah.
The Waylon sign.
Yeah.
There he is, right there.
Yeah.
There he is up on your wall and behind you there too. And they on the back window of their SUV, they had the Waylon sign.
This wide and this.
Yeah.
It was the Flying Eagle.
Yep.
W.
And I asked you, I said, where would his home venue be considered? And you said Lubbock.
I would say that.
Okay, so the question was posed: how would your opinion change of your favorite artist, Taylor Swift, if she showed up if she showed up at Lubbock with the Waylon emblem T-shirt on and just slayed a Waylon song? How would that change your opinion of her? And be nice, because this is going on the internet.
That would be like me going through alcohol treatment and then like the first day getting out and you just handing me a jug of Crown Royal. I would be okay with it, but I would be wondering what I just did.
Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. So it would need to be more than she would need to earn it. That would be a step in the right direction for her.
Yeah.
But there would be other steps in the process.
And here's the valid point there. And I'm saying this, I've said this to everybody. He's worth, like Elvis, I think he's worth more dead than he's alive. You get on the show, Dirk Bentley's out there, he's got a Waylon t-shirt on. Eric Church's song specifically talks about Waylon.
Yep.
If you ever go see his live show, it is all about Waylon and a lot of his songs, like A Lot of Boot Left to Fill, and Brantley Gilbert, Country Must Be Country. Well, all these guys are kind of, you got the Johnny and the Willie and Waylon and the Merle. I mean, there's people that make reference to that, and what I think is what we're seeing historically, how we've saw this vote go, Entertainer of the Year, and however your opinion is, but if you want to keep it traditional country, when Waylon was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, he didn't even show up for the show or for the award, whatever. So what I'm saying is, I think there's a shift towards some of that traditional country, country rock, however you want to put it. But you see in Jason Aldean, you've got guys like Eric Church and Brantley Gilbert, and I don't know. I just think that is what those guys went through, and their attitude towards the industry. And you're seeing it in Toby Keith. He's got his own record label. I mean, Toby Keith is all over the map. Where is he on these shows?
Yep.
It's like, come on.
It's not about country music.
Yeah.
It's about a lifestyle as well.
Exactly. Don't sit up there and sing background on the highway with Tim McGraw like you're selling cotton candy at the Morrison County freaking fair. I mean, get up there and sing a country song.
That is awesome. All right. Then you know what? We're running. We're getting long here. So this is Brad's input on the ACMs, on Waylon, and on T-Swizzle herself. Another entry in the Before the Show show.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.